Is KTN News Desk. Thank you for staying with us. It may become easier to report cases of sexual violence after some of the victims launched a mobile app to be used in reporting and documenting cases of sexual violence. Our reporter Caroline B covered this event and now joins us for the details. Caroline, good afternoon. How exactly does this app work?
Good afternoon to you, Ashley. So let's take, for instance, a survivor of a rape incident. What they can do is immediately after that incident, they can log on to their phones. If they don't have the app, they can download the app. It's called SV Case Study. Then from there, they can key in the details that they will be asked. One of them includes your identity, the data, do you have, when did it happen, at what time, where did it happen. So such details that would be crucial in following up such incidences. Then this data is then transferred to the charity organization that is currently hosting this app. So the charity organization is one that actually deals with, sexual violence incidences, and the founder happens to be one of the survivors, and therefore for her, this was a prompt and also an easier way for some of the survivors to report these incidences, given that not everyone has the courage to actually report the incidences, not only to do that, but also to open up, especially to relatives and family members. And that is why the Wanja Wangu Foundation decided to come up with this application. And they not only do that, they also have an SMS-based toll-free line where if you do not happen to have the app, then you can use that line, report the incidents, then they will take it up from there, ensure that you get legal services, you get treatment, and also maybe report it to the police officers. So what it actually presents is that the survivor, him or herself, can report this issue, and the instances where it's underage children, then someone can do it on their behalf. It can be a parent or a relative or someone who was involved in their rescue can report this matter through the app. And so once they have got all the documents and all the necessary data that is needed in following up the case or the incident, then they will take up the matter and ensure that it can proceed to the next level. When you also document such incidences, then you can also track the progress, especially legal practice, if you had reported the matter to court. So it would be easier for a survivor to get to know how the case is proceeding, how long it will take, what is needed, and other documentation that would be necessary in ensuring that a survivor gets justice through the legal system. Ashley?
If one does not have a phone?
Well, that is very important. It's something that I actually posed to the founders of this application, given that looking at the landscape in the country and the different places, not every other place is as developed as Nairobi, and not every other person has an Android phone where they can download this app online and also actually report these incidences that they might have gone through. So for such places, especially in rural parts of Kenya, what happens is that they have this SMS line, a toll-free line, where you can report the incidents. Then the organization will connect you to community volunteers who are going to take you through counseling and advise you on what will happen next. But I actually attended the launch of this mobile app, and then I compiled some of the sentiments, especially from key players in such a field involving human rights, and most of them gave their support to this app, and much more as detailed in this next clip.
In Kenya alone, 1 out of 3 women and girls experience some form of sexual violence before attaining the age of 18. If these statistics are anything to go by, then we have every reason to worry about the state of the current generation.
Being a survivor is being able to get access, that is quick access to medical care without being discriminated.
What survivors will do is actually key in the information. Hopefully, in the next maybe 1 or 2 years, we will be able to make sure that police officers can be able to access through a GPRS. So the structures we are laying now will enhance reporting and also documentation of sexual violence.